Hey there, hi there, and welcome, viewers. It's me, Sylvie. Welcome. Okay, Taurus. So let's get started on your July reading. Okay, so basically, you're already doing it. Okay. All right, Taurus, you're already doing it. Okay. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Okay. So yeah, you are definitely reaching a new like platform here. Like you're at a new level here. Okay. I hope our paths will cross again in the future. Wow. Whew. Okay. And temperance. Okay. So I think that this person, I think instantly, Taurus, we're dealing with a love reading. Like that's the main focus here. Okay. And the reason for that is because this person is like trying to get your attention. They want you to like message them. They want you to reach out to them. Uh, they're putting it all like in your court. Like I think they've like sent out the friend request. They're like, okay, I'm interested. I want to see what's up. Like I want to know what you're doing. And you have a lot going on. I'm not gonna lie, Taurus. You have a lot going on. And that's why they kind of like put the ball in your court because they want to see if like you're interested in talking to them again. But there's a lot of energy that is going like back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so we have this really interesting card here, the Winged Horse, Four of Diamonds, Pentacles, Pegasus, Aquarius. Okay, we have these two horses. Okay, so I'm gonna read from my Star Lord Arcana book. Okay, and I'm gonna give you the message here that's meant for you at this time. Okay, Taurus. So. Okay, here we have 90. So this location of this these stars here, this constellation here, okay, visible in the northern hemisphere, September and January. Star lore in Greek myth, this constellation is associated with the immortal flying stallion Pegasus, child of Poseidon, and the Gorgon Medusa, who sprang into being when she was decapitated by the hero Perseus. The name means spring waters, as well as to spring forth from the Greek Pegi springs. Mount Helicon in Boeotia has sprung sacred to the muses called Hippocrete, which translates as horse's fountain. It is said that Pegasus struck a rock on this mountain with his hoof and created the spring. The Corinthian hero Belphoron, also son of Poseidon, tamed Pegasus and rode the winged horse to battle the Chimera, and together they defeated the fantastical beast. Bordering the constellation of Pegasus is Aquarius, which is Latin for little horse, and in myth, Aquarius is the son of Pegasus. Okay, so cartomancy. This is needing financial stability, unexpected money or legacy, hidden treasure, good fortune, or its opposite depending on the situation. Tarot. Squirreling away money yet never enjoying or sharing your bounty. Afraid to invest in case of bad investments and losing everything. Possessions, inheritance, coveting, holding things tightly, lack, clinging. Divination. Let go of what you are clinging to and spring forth like a hero who is able to set aside personal desires in order to be a savior or benefactor of someone else, an accomplisher of the near impossible. Staying put and clinging on to all that makes you feel safe and comfortable. Money and outborn job, our familiar bonds, may delay your spiritual growth and capacity for creative expansion. If you are yearning for adventure, unfold your metaphorical wings, free yourself from what you are psychologically tethered to, and draw your plans in the sand like a horse wildly scratching at the ground, ready to bolt and take to the fields, plains, mountains, or new city sidewalks. Do you want your doll to say hi? Hi. Oh, that's Angel's doll. Okay. Call upon mystical magical force energy to help swiftly release. If you stay holding on tightly, you can be missing out on adventures and a life where you are graced by surprise, treasure, fantasy, and enchantment. Pegasus is ultimate symbol of freedom and soaring away from earthly possessions that weighs us down. Appreciate what you have. Let it metaphorically grow wings that can carry you to more exciting levels of being, wonder, and achievement. Okay. Um, there's a need for you to like obviously let go of the energy that is tying you down here and holding you back. And I guess like it is coming across as material. It is coming across as an energy where you need to let go of the material world. Yeah. So that you can gain more spiritual clarity and freedom. And that's gonna like open you up toward like possibly crossing paths with this person again. But there's a lot of back and forth because you're not really ready yet. You're getting there. I think you're already doing it. Like you're already following your true north. But it's been so long, Taurus. I feel like you've been on this like hiatus from your true north, or at least like fully investing in it. Like I feel like you know, put a little bit here, a little bit there, but not fully in. But now you're about to do that. Wow, yeah. Escapist, come home to yourself. Yeah, I feel like in the past, like you were trying to escape from your true calling. That's, natural to not want to like do what you naturally want to do, because I know that sounds weird, right? Because it's like something natural to you, right? It's natural. But for you, it's like you've always been sort of taught that like following your natural instincts or following your true north isn't something people do in your family. You don't know, like you're the first one in your family, I feel like, to do this, Taurus. So it's very scary new feelings. You've been there before. You've done this before. That's why this person was in your path in the past. They came into your life because they were reminding you of all this like energy that like you contain within yourself. And then, they had to like you had to part ways. But now that they're come back in your life, now that they've sent you that clue that they want to come back in your life, there's this like back and forth like energy with like who's gonna like utter the first word, like who's gonna say the first thing, and it's like all being built up. But like I think when you finally like come home to yourself, you stop running away from this energy, from this person, you're gonna really feel like a lot better, I think. But we'll see. Yeah, storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Yeah, there was a hurricane for sure. I think there still is some hurricane energy happening here. Like the storm is passing, but you're holding on tight to your crown there, princess. Like, you're the princess in the fairy tale story. Like you want to be rescued sometimes. Like you can definitely rescue yourself. I'm not saying that like women power, but it's a nice feeling when you send a message out there in the universe, out there in the world, and you do get a response. Like you manifested this energy, but there's like that storm that needs to pass first. It needs to clear. Yeah, Tispata, clarity. Okay, justice. Okay. Libra air energy. Like, this is about like the swiftness, I feel like. The energy of justice, the energy of the scales balancing in your favor. I think things probably didn't leave off on such good terms with this person because I feel like they did leave you, um, in not a very good place, like mentally. But now you're seeking clarity after all this time. Things move so fast, and I didn't know how to trust my feelings for you. Yeah, wow. Things definitely move fast with this person. Like, you guys were together 1 minute, and then the next, you guys, like, weren't even talking to each other. I feel like they ghosted you. Probably because, like, things moved so quickly and they had so much going on, like, behind the scenes. They didn't want to, like, tell you everything. You knew some things, but you didn't know everything. Yeah, King of Wands. This person has a lot of passion for you, Taurus. Okay, there is a lot of fiery, creative passion here. Okay, like, you guys were like moths to the flame. Like, you were, like, they were the flame, or you were the flame. I think you were the flame, Taurus. I think you were the flame, and they flew your way, and you just like were like, wow, like, the fool, yeah, some fool energy here. Okay, obviously you're like, you want to take a risk. You want to take a leap of faith. You want to trust yourself. You want to believe that this is the right path forward. But you're scared. You're new to this. This is new for you. This is like ground zero. Okay. Oh wow, look at this. The house came out. Yeah. There's something to do with like shelter, home, house. Like, a house is just a building where people like live, right? A home is where people feel safe and secure, right? This could just be a building where people don't feel loved or don't feel safe. Okay, it's not the home card, it's the house card. So yeah, it could be a piece of property, it could be like, you know, that material thing. Again, it comes back to the material side of things. It's like, I feel like there's something shifting in the universe, like, timeline wise, possibly could be like the timeline wasn't right. This person was trying to get like material gain, material power, material wealth, and that was like causing this imbalance in your relationship because they were so focused on that material aspect. And that's why things are just shifting back and forth because you're both like that kind of person where material stuff is needed, but you want to be like in something that isn't material based. You want to be something like more spiritual, more soundful. Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay, so I think this person did a lot of like um mind games with you. I feel like they do a lot of manipulation, maybe. Yeah, 1919 cycles. Yeah. Karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lesson so that you don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Okay. I think if you want to reach out to this person, you have to also have four chalices. King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay. I don't really like Eight of Cups. Big happy changes. Okay. There we go. There's that positive confirmation I'm looking for. Okay. So I don't really like this Four of Chalices type of energy because this is something that seems sus to me or suspicious to me. Like, I think this woman is like giving this guy a message before he goes in through the gate. Like, she's letting him know what's going on in your life. And I feel like this guy is like on his way to visit you. And he's asking a friend for advice. I don't. So I think that this is like, she's telling him like what's going on with you. So I don't know if what she's saying is like, be careful, be cautious, like you're putting, like there's some risk involved here. Otherwise, I would not see the full card. Um, but there's also like a pair of scissors, a magnet, a coin, like a bird with a bowl of like what looks like water or pudding or something. Like it's just like some random things that like aren't all adding up. They're not making a lot of sense to me. So, Eight of Cups, you have abandonment, walking away, disappointment, stagnation, uh, clinginess, fear of moving on. Yeah. Okay. This person is definitely like afraid of moving on, afraid of taking a chance. It's like you both are the same place, but on different paths. Do you know what I mean? Like you both have the same fears, but you're on two different paths. So there's going to be like a time where there's going to be a crossroads, and you're going to have to make a decision if you are going to like put some trust or some faith in this person again, and maybe even just trust them with like some of your secrets or some of your thoughts, some of your ideas. And it is scary because you don't know if you can trust them or not. You don't know if they're going to be invested or not. But I think that's the whole point, right? Is like to put your faith in something. Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, hopeless, imprisonment, paralyzing fear. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Astrology, Jupiter and Gemini, classical element air. No. Freedom, hopeful, empowered, feeling, surrender. Numerology, manifesting, practicality, skill, absolute decisions, business, ego. Yeah. You're going to have to let go of your fear of losing like material wealth or material power or material gain. See if this connection is worth the sacrifice you're going to have to make. King of Pentacles. Okay, he knows a thing or two about money and financial gains and stability and all that stuff. And I think he's here to let you know, like, you're not going to be, like, abandoned here if you take this chance. In fact, this actually could turn out to be, like, this could pay off in the end. I think this is a message, a clear indicator that maybe you are making a wise decision by taking a risk. No risk, no reward, right? Yeah. Because we've got the Three of Wands. You've been here before. Like, you've been at this crossroads before. You've been, yeah, look at this. New beginning. Wow. With the phoenix rising from the ashes here. It's like a peacock phoenix, too. Begin your new life. Look. You're standing at water's edge here. You're standing here at the edge, looking out at the sea, looking at all the other ships sailing you by, passing you by, having all these adventures, having traveling, whatever, exploring, seeing new things, and you are ready to go. You're ready. You're finally ready to go out and explore and see what's out there. You're no longer holding back anymore. You're prepared. And new beginnings. So I definitely think it's time for you to take this chance. Okay, it's not just for the, thrill of it. Then at least do it so that break through the clouds to find the truth. Find the truth here. Is your story with this person over or not? I feel like it's always been your dream, Taurus, to like find that one person in your life who gets you, who loves you, who understands you. It's like a rom-com, like it's a romantic comedy, right? There's always going to be those sorrowful moments. There's always going to be those, moments where they miss each other by like 2 minutes, right? And you're like, oh my God, are they never going to see each other again? The movie would be over. That would suck. And then just when you think all is lost, what happens? Success. Okay, maybe this was the person you were supposed to be with all along, and you guys both were like, maybe this person was like very immature before, and they hadn't fully matured yet. Like maybe they had this like idea, misconception in their mind of like what love is immaterial. And look at this: share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Okay, stop hiding in your cave, Taurus. Come out in the open. We want to hear your voice, okay? This person wants to hear your voice. They want to hear your story. They want to get to know you again. They want to see where you've been, what you've been up to, hear about your travels. And I feel like that is what initially connected you to one another to begin with, is that this person actually wanted to sit there and listen to you hear your stories. They wanted you to come out of your cave and stop hiding. And I think they really think you have a beautiful voice too. Okay? So that is my message for you. Keep believing, keep dreaming, keep loving. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.